Hi everyone, this is my elevator speech from Module 5, Mental Health and CBT. First, I learned a lot from this module. I feel very much like we need to have mental health education in school. There are already so many other things in place, like typical health classes for PE in middle school. And of course, they have sexual education, which is more like abstinence education. But there definitely needs to be an update to the current plan as far as the mental health education for our schools. And this is a couple of things that I picked up from this module and from the associated readings. 6 million children in the US have anxiety or depression. I mean, and suicide is definitely a sensitive issue. And suicide has also impacted our Sumter School District for some years now. And the way I look at suicide is it's more of a death as a result of major depression. For what I've witnessed in our school district, the families had no idea that their children were struggling in such a way. But this is what is happening. And it says here that suicide is the second leading cause of death for young people ages 15 to 24. And mental health education should be offered in schools. Students should have the option of taking an elective to learn about wellness and mental health, and students should be exposed and they should learn about the symptoms of mental health disorders and coping skills. And in my opinion, the most dangerous emotion is loneliness. And I definitely think this is something that should be addressed in schools today. And anxiety is another issue. Students that may have anxiety may be easily frustrated. It may look like they have ADHD, or I found some similarities with anxiety and autism. I know that my son struggles with a certain level of anxiety due to his autism. Students may ask repetitive questions, experience frequent headaches or stomach aches, and they may be absent a lot from school. They may refuse to participate in class. They may be very tired due to sleep disturbances. And they may not always complete their homework or other assignments. And obsessive compulsive disorder. I actually did our professional development assignment on OCD prior in the semester. The 5 basic types are checking, and I put here rechecking and checking again. Just anything like their alarm clock. They may have several alarms set to wake up in the morning for fear of waking up late. Contamination, this is the obsessive worry. And then fear of germs or illnesses. And then there's symmetry and ordering of things, for them to be sure everything is just right before they could even start an assignment. Like their pencil needs to be the perfect pencil for doing that work. They may have ruminations, dwell on religious ideas, or they may have intrusive thoughts that are so very real to them. And hoarding is another symptom of OCD. OCD does not always mean neat and tidy and orderly. Sometimes it's more of a collecting of comfort items and having them all around everywhere. I've certainly experienced that with my son. There was a while where he had to carry so many precious items with him everywhere we went, and he would have a gallon-sized Ziploc bag full of his little treasures, and he would know if any piece of that was missing. So yeah, hoarding, definitely something that can be associated with other types of disorders as well. And the other part of OCD that's so important is the compulsions and the rituals. These actions are repeated as well as any words or phrases. Um, these compulsions are very real. This is the thing that the student feels will save everyone that they're worried about. This is the thing they can do, like not stepping on a crack in the hallway or not stepping on a line or just any sort of obsession that would serve as to combat their feelings of OCD and those obsessive thoughts, intrusive thoughts. And here I have cognitive behavioral therapy. I learned a lot from the videos that were posted in the module, that often people that have OCD are aware that they should not feel the way they're feeling. Like even some of the children in the videos that are also in the module say that they know that they're not thinking the way that they should be, but they just don't know what to do. And I also read that some very young children may not be aware that their thinking is unusual. So even more the reason why we should be supportive and compassionate for students that have OCD. And that CBT can help people with OCD to learn ways to cope with the obsessions and behaviors associated with this disorder. This is more of an exposure and response type of therapy to help people and children with OCD to cope with their fears, to face them in small steps, and to learn to live with the anxiety that they feel due to the fear that they have. And this is, again, the more reason why we should support students that have OCD, and that relationship really does matter. And that's what I have for you.